I have a comment on a piece of email we received.
Okay.
I didn't respond to it because I couldn't tell if it was a joke or not. It was just too ironic to respond.
Tell me about it.
The person wrote in and they said, why do you only ever take calls from ignorant theists? Basically, his complaint was, why don't you ever take a call from like an intelligent theist?
Have an intelligent theist call.
Well, first of all, the real answer is we take calls from whoever calls in. And, if they call in and they're seriously calling with a serious comment, we don't judge like whether or not they're, too ignorant to speak. Like anybody that calls in with a serious comment can call in and comment, and we will talk to that person. But the thing that got me was you've got a person defending theism, basically saying these calls you get from theists out in the public, well, those people are idiots.
Right.
And I'm going, do you not understand that you just said that like the general theist sitting on a sofa in his living room in this, at least in Austin or whoever, it's like you're calling them ignorant, and this is the standard believer.
It's not our fault that we have people call in and don't represent themselves.
But I wouldn't even insult the theist callers in that regard to say what a bunch of ignorant people call the show. I mean, I have more respect for these people than the writer who's supposedly defending their stance.
Yeah, well, of course, people call in, people write to us, they've just seen the famous clip with why don't you get electrocuted in the shower?
And the sun goes down.
They get, we've been accused of making up that call. I
can understand why. Who would believe?
I can, but these are the real people.
Right.
We have had one person deliberately crank call us, and that was my fault.
Right. And we owned up to it.
Yes.
Right? It was owned up to later on the blog, and
Yeah. But yeah, those people you see on YouTube, they're real.
As far as we know.
They're really doing that badly. And on the same note, people also send us messages saying, "Oh, why don't you get some, apologetics badass? Like, why don't you get Lee Strobel on the show and have him sit next to you and debate?" And okay, first of all, this is an atheist show.
Right.
Lee Strobel can get airtime anytime he wants to.
Right.
And just setting aside a block of time to have him talk uninterrupted for a while, it's not really what the show's about.
Yeah, the theist message has
Second
plenty
of all,
time.
if Lee Strobel wants to call in, if you guys know Lee Strobel, get in touch with him and tell him he can call like anybody else. We will discuss it with him. We won't hang up on him until he starts being a jerk.